Drea and Eric?
Yeah.
Oh. That's funny.
So let's start with the first question. Who are you and when did you start doing circus?
My name is Bri Crabtree, and I learned how to juggle about 20 years ago. And I learned it from a book, and I practiced in my backyard, and I really liked it, so I kept going.
Wow.
I also learned to unicycle at that time.
Awesome. Now, the second question is, what kind of circus do you do these days?
I still pretty much stick with juggling and unicycling, but a lot of my practice has also drifted off into the clown realm and creating funny routines and silly acts for children. And do you see this bicycle? I've been learning this circus bike, which is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So these days, I'm still juggling, still unicycling, and also learning more about puppets and just how to be silly with everyday objects.
Yeah, I've seen you do a lot of magic tricks also, and I remember going to your shop, and the most amazing thing about you is that you make everything, or pretty much all of your props yourself.
Yeah, I could take you over there.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
We'll go look. I'll show you the clown corner. That's what I call it. I actually live in a studio. I'm very, very lucky to be in this environment right now where I do have access to a lot of materials, which allows me to be active online right now. This is the clown corner, and you can see, let me put this up here.
I see juggling plates and
Whoops. Yeah, so I have these boxes full of things. Like this has a little cricket. I have a giant fake food collection. So since I have been doing this stuff for 20 years, I will collect fake things at thrift stores, have some grapes. I make a lot of things too. This is a replication of a hand I made of my hand. It's silicone. I made it for a magic trick. The magic trick didn't quite work out.
Wow.
And then just a lot, there's tools. So I'm actually making a mailbox right now where the flag will go up, and luckily I have this box of gears.
Wow. So you also make mechanisms?
Yeah, I used to fiddle around with wind-up toys. So I have a bunch of parts left over from that. Maybe I just showed that one.
Bri, and how do you practice your creativity? Like what kind of rituals? How do you practice your creativity?
Oh, let me take the computer off.
You were going to show us something. Please go ahead. Show us what you were going to do.
Oh. It's just a music box.
Beautiful. At one point, I had a juggling act where I would balance the guitar on my chin, and then I just played a music box.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the next question?
How do you practice creativity?
Oh yes, I practice creativity in a lot of different ways. And I think it's linked to being playful as well. So if I'm interested in something, I'm working with a letter in a mailbox right now. So I'll just kind of think about this envelope and how how it could be not the normal type of envelope. One thing I thought of was like I could cut the bottom off and then turn it and like put my hand through it. You know, you could use it as a talking hello. And I like to practice creativity when I'm cooking as well. I like to play with my food and just really simple ways to look at something in a different perspective.
Sweet. So remember that. Look at something in a different perspective and figure out how something that serves as an envelope can become something else. So seeing the many possibilities that one object can have and see how you can transform that. All right, that's a really good tip. And then for our very last question is, what is it? Yeah. What is your advice to young artists to keep creating from Circle Latino?
I think the best advice I have is to keep trying and try all of your ideas. And even if people say they're not going to work, don't listen to them because they don't know anything about you or what you can do. It's worth sharing your ideas because other people could help you. So some of the best advice is to keep trying things, write down your ideas because you might not remember them all. Go back and look at them. If you need help to execute an idea, ask for help and don't let anybody tell you it's impossible.
Awesome. So Bri, I know right now you're very active online, and I would like for our young circus Latino performers to watch what you're doing and get inspired by it. Where can we find you?
My show is called The Silly Circus Show, and you can look at Silly Circus Show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I have an official channel called Silly Circus Show, and I regularly post videos on all of those platforms. And the Silly Circus Show account, everything is appropriate for families and children as well. So feel free to go over there and look at the things I've been doing. And I post on Instagram a little bit more behind the scenes footage of how I am doing virtual shows. So you can see a lot of images of my setup and things like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing with all of us, and I hope to see you soon, and we'll keep following your work. And my friend says goodbye.
Bye. If you do find me online, just drop me a little message and say hi. Thank you, Coi Coi.
Will do. Thanks, Bri. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.